In a quiet village nestled between green hills and whispering trees lived an old woman named Grace. She was kind, humble, and known throughout the village for her warm smile and generous spirit. Though life had given her little, she gave much. Every morning, Grace walked to the village square carrying a small woven basket of roasted peanuts. She would sit under the same large tree, offering her goods to anyone passing by. "Good morning, dear. Would you like some peanuts?" she would ask gently. Most people would smile politely and keep walking. Only a few ever bought from her. Yet Grace never complained. She never begged. She simply sat, smiling and hoping. One afternoon, dark clouds rolled across the sky. Rain fell heavily, and the market quickly emptied. Grace remained beneath her tree, covering her peanuts with cloth, hoping the rain would soon pass. Then, from across the square, a stranger approached. He was thin, soaking wet, with torn shoes and tired eyes. He looked hungry, but he said nothing as he sat near her under the tree. "Come closer," Grace said kindly. "You're shivering." The stranger nodded and slowly moved beside her. She removed her shawl and placed it over his shoulders. "Here," she said, unwrapping a small piece of boiled yam she had brought for lunch. "It's not much, but we can share." The stranger hesitated. "You don't have much yourself." Grace smiled. "That doesn't matter. One who has little can still give." They sat together silently, eating and listening to the sound of the rain. The next morning, Grace awoke early as usual. But something was different. When she opened her door, she froze. On her doorstep sat a sack of rice, a bag of fresh vegetables, cooking oil, soap, a warm blanket, and on top of everything, an envelope. She picked it up with trembling hands and opened the note inside. "You gave when I had nothing. You shared your last bite with a stranger. This is my way of saying thank you. M." Grace looked around. No one was in sight. The street was quiet. The stranger was gone. News of the mysterious gift spread quickly through the village. Children asked their parents to retell the story again and again. Traders began to give a little more to those who had less. Neighbors started watching out for each other. Even the proudest elders became a little softer. People began calling Grace's story the kind stranger, and it reminded everyone of something they had forgotten. That kindness costs nothing, but it means everything. Years passed. Grace grew older and could no longer walk to the market, but she was never hungry. Every few days, bags of food and supplies appeared at her door. Sometimes there was a note. Sometimes there wasn't. No one ever saw who left them. Some believed the stranger was a poor traveler she had once helped. Others said he was an angel in disguise. But whenever someone asked Grace who he was, she would simply smile and whisper, "Kindness always finds its way back." And so the village learned that even a small act of kindness can leave a mark far bigger than we ever imagined. The kind stranger had come and gone, but his gift, his lesson, lived on. Kindness, once given, never truly disappears. It only grows.